broadcast stations, political correspondents, anchors of current affairs programs, INEC, chairmen and publicity secretaries of political parties, civil society organizations, religious bodies, and the press to a forum with the theme towards a fair and responsible broadcast coverage of the 2023 general elections, a multi-stakeholder dialogue. The forum will hold in 4 locations as follows: Kano, Monday 19 September 2022 at the Bristol Hotel, Kano. Lagos, Wednesday 21st September 2022 at Echo Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. Enugu, Friday 23rd September 2022 at Bond Platinum Hotel, Enugu. Abuja, Monday 26th September 2022 at NAF Conference Center, Abuja. The forum will start at 10 a.m. each day. Come and partner with the Commission to ensure a professional coverage of the 2023 electoral process. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting. Announcer Management.
On the news tonight, National Industrial Court adjourns to September 19 to continue suit against academic staff, Union of Universities. Safe environment in focus as the world marks International Day for the Preservation of Ozone Layer. On special assignment, correspondent beams searchlight on cases of missing persons in Nigeria, plus tidbits from the world of entertainment and sports. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Good evening and many thanks for joining us. I am Ahmed Fulani. The National Industrial Court of Nigeria, Abuja, has commenced hearing on the prolonged strike by members of Academic Staff Union of University with a resolve to give the matter accelerated hearing. Olabode Arewa reports that the suit was filed by the federal government to compel lecturers to return to the classroom.
The course of action in this matter is the strike embarked upon by members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities on February 14, 2022. The industrial action has kept students of government-owned universities out of classes for the past 7 months. Several attempts have been made by both parties to resolve the matter, but the course of action is yet to be resolved. It is in the light of this that the federal government sued ASU, telling the court that the course of action has paralyzed university education. At Friday's proceedings, Federal Government Counsel informed the court of its application for interlocutory injunction for ASU members to resume lectures while negotiations continue with government, and that the court has jurisdiction to order a suspension of the strike in the public interest. The court has adjourned to Monday for ruling on the interlocutory application.
The council to us wanted an adjournment, and we opposed their application for an adjournment on the basis that there is an affidavit of urgency, and as a matter of national interest, that the application for injunction seeking to restrain them from continuing with the strike ought to be heard because it is ripe for hearing. The Honorable Court agreed with us.
The ASU has always been ready for negotiations, and there is no way you are going to resolve this problem without going back to the drawing table.
You know, 3 related suits are before the Industrial Court on the ASU strike in Abuja. Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
As the world marks this International Day for the Preservation of Ozone Layer, environmental experts are emphasizing the need to act in partnership to develop global cooperation to address climate challenges and project life on Earth for future generations. This report examines the significance of the day as Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate the International Day for the Preservation of Ozone Layer. Ozone layer is the destruction of the Earth's surface and its environs by the activities of human beings such as air and water pollution. Examples are industrial waste like carbon emissions generated during manufacturing production, use of certain chemicals, and human activities like bush burning, deforestation, and indiscriminate dumping of refuse are some of the ways the ozone layer is being depleted. In view of this, the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer was declared to create awareness that the world is facing problems such as air and water pollution. With this year's theme, Global Cooperation Protecting Life on Earth, people of the world, especially Nigerians, are advised to deviate from the act that could destroy the ozone layer in order to make the habitat a safe haven for the inhabitants. Environmental experts bemoaned the attitude of Nigerians, especially ILORIN residents, and their refusal to keep a clean and green environment.
Climate change consequence is a major emphasis that has tilted the earth as we know it. Take for instance, we're experiencing excessive flooding in so many locations. We're experiencing excessive drought in so many areas, and these things begin to affect human migration.
Pay good attention to our immediate environment. How do we take care of our environment? We ensure a proper disposal of waste.
The experts speak further on how to prevent the depletion of the ozone layers.
We should stop the culture of generating charcoal.
We should ensure we grow trees, because growing trees is important to also, it brings us closer to nature.
Government experts opined must come up with stringent measures to curb the indiscriminate waste disposal, while citizens also need a value reorientation towards a safer environment for all. Today's Jumat Sermon at Jamaatul Nasrul Islam Central Mosque, Fatih Road, centered on the significance of praying and supplicating to Almighty Allah in the right way to earn beautiful reward from Him. Kautal Raji has details.
Imam Sulaiman Sani in his sermon admonished the worshippers to stay away from the wrath of Allah by not associating Him with any other creature. He also urged Muslims to be diligent and be of their very best behavior with other people in the society as a true believer. He thereafter led worshippers in the observance of the 2 rakat prayers. Some worshippers spoke on lessons learned from the sermon.
The lesson learned today is that to be fair to all human beings, not to think in bad way of your fellow human being, to do good in whatever position you are, and to be a true leader or in a position of leadership.
We are being advised not to be isolating ourselves and not to be a fanatic Muslim.
We should be upright in Islam. We should be a complete Muslim. We must not be hypocrite. Half Muslim, half Kafir is unacceptable in Islam.
There's no need for us to go into idol worshipping before we can achieve what we want to achieve.
The Jumat service was climaxed with prayers for Allah's assistance for parents and His guidance and protection over the children as they resume back to school. Kautal Raji, NTA News.
More reports for you after this commercial break. Please don't go away.
My husband, what won't be all this mess?
Mr.
Andy, what do they measure up and down?
So you know see our level don't change.
Now the measure space we go contain everything we are go buy.
When I win my 1 million for FCMB Millionaire Promo.
Win and change your levels with FCMB Millionaire Promo. Just download the FCMB new mobile app to open accounts easily. Deposit minimum of 5K for the new account. Make you come visit wincity.fcmb.com to play and win. If you be FCMB customer, just deposit your 5K to your FCMB account. More deposits go give you more chance to win.
Ross, I don't open FCMB account and I don't put money inside.
Borrow your name.
We still use them.
FCMB Millionaire Promo. Levels go change.
Hey, this kid, how are you someone? 1,000. We go watch play tire.
Farabade now. Madam, hello. Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó pé káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
1,000 naira credit. Now you are to 10,000.
No. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Now what go tell?
Good to have you back, and in case you are just joining us, this is News Tonight from NTA ILORIN. Recently, the case of missing persons in Kwara State has become quite alarming. Mohammed Hassan in this report sought the views of security experts and a cross-section of the citizens on a lasting solution to the menace.
State is known to be one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. The relative peace enjoyed in the state made the state a preferred destination for investors. The once popular state of harmony is currently threatened by rising cases of missing persons. A Yoruba proverb says it is better for a child to be dead than to be missing. For example, some have walked out of their homes, workplace, and even schools without any trace of their whereabouts or what has happened to them. Although in recent time, many cases of missing persons have been attributed to abduction. The International Committee of the Red Cross says the latest figures of disappeared persons across Africa is 64,000 cases, with Nigeria recording over 25,000 missing persons, including Kwara State. The Red Cross findings shows that children are more vulnerable than adults, as whereabouts of 14,000 children across Nigeria still remain unknown till today. In order to curb this menace, many are of the opinion that government should tackle the level of unemployment in the country.
People should take care of their children, know the type of people they are moving with, know where they are going. If they are going on holiday, know the destination.
Many youths doesn't have a job to do, and when they engage them in some of the kind of evil doers or some of the kind of evil activities, they are ready to take it because of the kind of monetary offering that they are giving to them.
For federal government to take a proactive action. Proactive action is the answer that anybody that's involved in this, there must be an example for that.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps assures that they are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that lives and property of the citizens are protected always.
Parts will be orientating people. Each time you see anything strange around you, either you see people moving and you observe a strange movement, you can raise an alarm, or you give an information, or you give intelligence information to us. Then from there we can pick it up.
Security, according to experts, they say is everybody's business, and putting an end to the menace of missing persons in Kwara State is a collective responsibility of all and sundry. Mohammed Hassan, NTA News.
And from our entertainment, please, Olarin Waju is standing by.
Nigerian music star Asake in a recent video spoke about his life before fame and how he is being treated presently. Asake, who made it to the limelight some months ago after he dropped his hit song Omope featuring Olamide, has gone on to gather many fans and lovers to himself. The YBNL artist added that everyone around him now loves everything he does, irrespective of whether it is good or bad. In another development, Nollywood actor Yul Edochie, in his verified Instagram page, celebrated the birthday of his first wife, May, despite their differences. He showed love the photos of the mother of his children and called her many wonderful names, which stirred reactions from his fans. Meanwhile, fast-rising artist Ira and her three siblings in a video on Twitter got fans to know what it was like for them growing up. According to Ira, growing up, she as well as her brother Mila, who is a partner, songwriter and producer, was confident about how she would become a musician. Peace Olariwaju, NTA News.
And Fumilayo Familoni is our guide on sport update as Super Eagles coach Jose Pacero invited players for the upcoming match between Nigeria and Algeria.
The 23-year-old is on a season-long loan at Success from Turkish club Galatasaray, was drafted in to fill the void left by injured duo Semi Ajayi and Kenneth Omero, who have been ruled out of the game. Nasero will however be without the service of Victor Osimhen, Sadiq Uman, Jamilu Collins and Akinkunmi Amo for the friendly due to injuries. Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Professional Football League, Davidson Owumi, has commended efforts by the federal government towards restructuring the league for more efficiency and productivity.
The 20 Premier League clubs had a dinner with the minister, and they gave him a go-ahead to do whatever he thinks he can do to revamp the league.
In another development, Nigeria's other representative in the competition, Kwara United, will be in Niger Republic for a clash against AS Zonis in the second of the CAF Confederation Cup on Sunday. Reigning African table tennis champion Quadri Aruna is thrilled to have moved one step up in the current International Table Tennis Federation World ranking for men's singles. Aruna, who defeated Egyptian rival Omar Asa 4-3 in the keenly contested final at the ITTF competition in Nigeria last week, is now ranked 14th in the world following his remarkable feat in the competition. Fumilayo Fami Loni, NTA News.
The sports update concludes our package for tonight. Many thanks for watching. I am Ahmed Fulani. Good night.